Good shot.
Yeah.
This is Gary Johnson then pre-Hartlepool away. Gary, the run continues. You couldn't go all that way in much better form, could you?
No, it's true. It's, I mean, at the moment we're looking forward to every game that's coming up, and that's what happens when you're in a good vein of form. And the boys be looking forward to the game. So, you know, obviously it's a long old journey, but we know we've got to make it. It's better than sort of probably making it in mid-winter or something. You know, we're going up. It's not too bad. And as you say, yeah, we're looking forward to it, and certainly our run of non-defeats has been encouraging, and our play has been encouraging. So it's always nice, but it doesn't mean to say that you can just turn up and get a result. You've got to go there and do all the things that you're doing well that gets you a good run.
Because you went there in the Cup last year looking for an upset, and the performance was there. The finishing touches just weren't quite. So, I mean, I suppose most of the squad should have no reason to be afraid going there, though.
No, well, we certainly won't be afraid going there anyway. We've got enough experience in our team not to be afraid. It's just making sure that you get your game going on the day. They've had a poor run of form really themselves, so their manager will be trying very hard to turn their form around. I think they beat Stamford in the FA Cup, but other than that they've not been getting results, and they need their first win at home, I think, which is you know, sometimes they've got to get it sometime. Let's hope it's not against us, but you know, we've got to make sure that we go there and put on a performance that doesn't give them their first home win.
You mentioned the other night that all the sections in the team have been playing well of late. How much has the bar been raised, and also by, you know, the couple of changes that you made on Tuesday for the competition, sort of actually not weakening the team, not weakening the performance, and does the bar become higher now?
I think it does, yeah. You're always looking for the bar to be higher anyway, because you can always improve, definitely. But what we did the other night against Bolton, we proved that we can defend well against very good forward-thinking opposition, and also, even though, you know, Bolton had several passes, or some passes more than us, we was in their penalty area. We was in our attacking penalty area more than they were in ours. So it meant we kept them out of the danger area. So for all the extra passes that on the day they had, we had more shots and we had more penalty area entries. So that's really what I was pleased about against a very strong team. So if we're going to raise that bar, as it were, we're going to raise it by getting more penalty area entries so that we can get more opportunities.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about possession. I mean, is there almost too much obsession in football with possession purely as a stat? I suppose, you know, territory and chances and ultimately goals are what counts, aren't they?
Yeah, I think there's times in a game when possession is good. You know, kill the game if you need to. People have to be comfortable in keeping possession. I'm not sure that if you're going to be a possession side, you've got to be you've got to be one of the better teams in the league, and because other teams are going to go and shut you down very close to your goal, and if you're not good enough to get out of that, then you can struggle. So obviously teams like Bolton are at the top of their league because they're able to work their possession into opportunities. That was why I said it was a good result for us. You know, don't be under any illusions what a good game that was for us, for our confidence and our game. So, listen, I'm not going to stop any manager doing what he wants to do. We've got our game, we've got our game plan, and at the end of the season, you see whether it's worked for your team more than their tactic has worked for them.
How's Darren Holman? Has he had any reaction, or is he fine from Tuesday?
No, he's fine. The only reaction was what you saw at the end of the game. He was very happy to have had his 15-20 minutes. I'll probably try and get some form of practice game today, albeit for 25 minutes, half an hour, not with the first team, but and see how he goes in that again. and we'll be building him up for when we feel that he's ready to start. That might be now, but that'll be up to him to prove himself as soon as he can.
Is it getting to the stage where it's getting a little bit harder to pick a team in a nice way?
What's a nice way of picking a team? You've got to,
nice way of having problems.
No, I know, yeah, but I agree with what you're saying, but you always have to, whoever you pick, you can only pick 11, and you've got 22 players, 25 players that want to play. So you've always got to disappoint somebody. And I know how much, as I say, that this group want to play and be involved. So it's, and we've got people coming back from injury. I think Rowie's back, he's training today, Johnny Smith's training today. So we keep adding to that problem, if you like. Listen, they've only just come back, so they won't expect to start, but they're all looking to be involved. And but if you're winning and it's going well, that makes it a lot easier, because people understand why they're not in the team if a particular group of lads is winning games.
So only Ace are not training today then?
Yeah, only Ace at the moment. There's a couple with little niggles that we've just got to check on. You know, we're 2 days away from Saturday. So, yeah, at the moment, Gav's injury board is not looking so full as it was.
Thank you, good luck.
No problem, thank you.
Just the one enforced change then, probably from last week with Carl not playing, but James Dayton and Jack Munns are both sort of doing their utmost to make themselves undroppable anyway. Yeah,
exactly, and that's what you want, you know. And if you're a striker and you're looking round and you see Morgs, Holman, Kobe on the bench, you're going to have to be trying hard to get your opportunities and your work rate, and that'll be the same with the midfielders. You know, Hawley's not going to be that long. You've got Hawley, Rowie, competition for places in the middle there. Cooper can play in there. You know, you see it with Cranners as well. I thought Cranners had one of his best games when he starts seeing left-sided players getting back to fitness. Suddenly he ups it a few levels, and he certainly did. And I think he's playing very well anyway. You got Bart's. It was unlucky not to play because you got a centre half that, you know, Shaughnessy that I wanted to make sure come in and had a game. So it's good, but they all know what I'm looking for. There's no secrets, and I think when you leave someone out, even though they'll be disappointed, they understand because we explain to them exactly what that situation is. And you know, if you spit your dummy out and throw your teddy in the corner, then you probably ain't going to get another game. So, you know, in football, I remember a coach saying to me once, "Don't feel sorry for yourself because nobody else does."
Go back to something that Tim Bell and Russ said when they had the fans forum about how, about a couple of months ago, they made and the management team made the change to look at the stats a lot more and go by stats a lot more. And what you're saying about the Bolton game seems to suggest that. Do you think that that's beginning to pay off?
No, I've always been a stats man without it keeping me awake at night. You know, there's certain things. There's too many stats around, but we take the important ones. We need to know how many crosses we've put in, how many shots we've had, how many final third entries that lead to penalty area entries. They're the for and against. Possession, what's the percentage of possession that you have? Are you giving away the ball 1 in 2, 1 in 3, 1 in 4? Do I need to change my team because of that? So it's all those types of stats that just really give me more power than my elbow from what I've already seen. And we give the lads those stats. There you go, that's exactly what you've done, or that's exactly what you haven't done. And that's why you've been left out this week, or that's why you're in this week, because you've done this, that and the other. Challenges. So it's the important things that you see with your eye anyway, I do. And I could, you know, I don't need the stats, but it's nice to show the lads and say, look, it's not just me, it's official.
Does that help their understanding?
Yeah, it does.
That aid there.
Yeah, because we also want boys here that want to learn the game and want to understand the game, because you want footballers that understand playing football. And you know, the rugby lads with all their files of certain plays, and you know, there's 100 different plays. You know, well, they're probably a bit more clever than footballers, because you couldn't give that to footballers. Funny enough, we were talking about it today. Do we do our set plays for and against today on a Thursday, 2 days before Saturday? And then we thought, well, actually, they've probably forgotten about them by the time Saturday comes round. So we'll do it tomorrow when we get up to Hartlepool. Now, you know, I'm sort of having a go at players there, but it's just the way that is. They're not. I think the rugby lads have done it for many, many years, sort of thing. But footballers, you need to give it to them just before they go out, or you know, just the day before, and then they're ready for it.
So what is your Friday? Is it up early in the morning tomorrow? Because the M1 can be notoriously...
Yeah, I know,
shoddy on
yeah.
a
Well, you
Friday.
keep your fingers crossed that there's any major traffic stuff. To be fair, our coach journeys ain't too bad, because, you know, don't tell him I've said this, but we got a very good driver in Paul, who's at... what's the coach called? Martins. It's all over his shirt. Yeah, but I just wanted someone else to say a bit of advertising. And he is a good driver, to be fair, and he's good company. Takes a bit of stick, but he takes it well. And we always have the quiz that lasts an hour. The quiz, an hour arguing about who's won it. So there's 2 hours in your journey. You know what I mean? So it's all right. The bus is a sort of a close community that people seem to know what they need to do. Some are a kip, you know, I never work it out that they're sleeping all night, and then at 9 o'clock on the bus they're asleep again after they've met the bus. So anyway, that's footballers as well.
Who's on quiz duty tomorrow, do you know?
I don't know actually. No, we've had some good ones. We ain't had a bad one yet, so we're due one, but it takes a lot of preparation. They've done well so far.
And did the management have a go?
Sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't. But you know, we're always there, ready for. In our own minds, we're answering the questions, but we leave it to the lads, because there's often money involved, and the staff here are a little bit, you know, like to keep their money in their pocket.
Finally, and most importantly, you're going to have somewhere special to keep the lucky pants that you revealed about on Tuesday.
That was a joke, by the way. Can we just kill that right now?
Cheers, Kev.